Much better.
Can I finish by loading?
What is poppin', everybody? What up? What up? What up? Happy Thursday to you all. This is a live episode of S.A.D, something about Dynamite, here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button down below. Also, we are live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Around the Point. If you're there, hit the follow button and all that fun stuff. Also, while you're at, hit the thumbs up, hit that bell notification. You be notified whenever we go live here on the channel. It is Thursday. It is Thursday already. You can follow Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Network. Follow us there. In case you guys miss it, there we are. Look at this. The gang's all here, y'all. The gang is all here. Look at this. It's me. It's Steve. We got Walter. What's going on, brother?
What up? What up? Hopefully you guys didn't hear the intro. That was in the mud. I heard it,
you were in the mud, bro.
No, you thought you were slick trying to do something. So we were in the mud. But we're here to talk about some Dynamite, a great episode from last night.
Yes, of course. We also got the pride of the troll. We got Big Mike. What's going on, Big Mike? What up? What up?
Hi.
And of course, we got sitting in his couch. With the cabinet closet closed.
Who said I was on I'm literally sitting under my couch. This is
around his couch. You get what I'm saying, right? But with the cabinet closed, we can't see the snacks. Mr. Caden Lee. Caden, how are you?
I'm great, Heel Steven. How are you?
I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling great. But that's nor here or there. Okay, we're here to talk about AEW Dynamite, man. AEW Dynamite Forbidden Door is next week, and let me tell you, man, AEW this last night, I don't know why, I almost said last week, I don't know why, but last night they stacked up the show. Let me tell you, man. We have more matches announced for Forbidden Door. We have matches announced for Collision, right? There was a CM Punk video package that got a lot of boos in the building from what I heard from videos and clips that I saw. And also, there's this interview happening tomorrow on ESPN with CM Punk. Depending who you listen to, there was a lot of shooting the shit, if you will. But nonetheless, I'm excited. What about you guys?
You know, I'm always excited to hear Phil shoot on people. So we'll see.
What?
You know what, man? If you're excited about Phil shooting on people,
no, shooting what? What are we doing? Oh,
shooting what? What are we doing?
Let's fucking go.
Oh no, not less.
What are we doing?
Well, Caden, how about you? How excited are you, man? How excited are you for everything that's happening? For everything, man. You know, I told you guys you gotta trust the vision, man. You gotta trust the vision.
I'm so sick of this character, Steve.
You gotta trust the vision, man. You know, Tony Khan, man.
Bringing this back, and I
Tony
50K vision.
TK, he's in the right direction.
I texted in the chat. I'm trying to figure out if it's if that interview is a work or not. I guess we'll know tomorrow. I think it's a work. I think he's trying to work people. My best guess by the information in the that by what Fightful Select has reported so far about what's in it, calling out Hangman. It feels like he's angling. It feels like he was told, "Hey, just go in and do an interview." Talk about this. This is what you have an NDA about and can't talk about, because he has NDAs that he signed. And then he got into the interview and was like, all right, well, let me try to set up angles because he wants to work with the Elite and the Elite don't want to work with him. So that it kind of feels like he's angling for it. And I mean, we'll see tomorrow, right? Like, we'll see if he was like, you can tell in Punk's tone whether he's trying to angle for something or if he's being serious. You can tell by Brawl Out. So, but my indications is AEW could have pulled the interview. They can censor whatever they want in the interview because it was pre-recorded last week. And so if anything that makes it in, I think AEW is cleared. So if it makes it in, that makes me think, oh, it's a work.
Fair enough. Big Mike, what about you, man?
Phil, it doesn't really matter. You know, he's with a ultra cautious owner here. And yeah, if he gets off the rails, they're gonna censor stuff, but it depends on what he says and what they let out. Now, if they splice it the way that Cadence says that they'd be able to splice it, then sure, it's gonna make it look like he's working. But I'm expecting to hear some dead serious rigmarole.
You expect to hear the ether instrument in the background? Bam, bam, bam,
No.
bam, 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 bam. Okay.
The only reason I'd say I don't think we're getting that is because it's been like, I know that he signed NDAs, and AEW could pull the interview if they wanted to. I just don't see them allowing that type of stuff to be put on the air.
No. Walter, what about you, man? What is your overall take on all the news that happened today that was made public today regarding CM Punk? Your thoughts on the build-up to Collision, right? The matches that were announced, and hell, even the matches that were announced for Forbidden Door.
Yeah, we'll get Punk out the way first. Punk, you know, I'm always excited to hear what he's got to say. So tomorrow should be interesting. They could edit it. I mean, that's the beauty of pre-tape. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as people make it sound to be, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. But in terms of the build up for finally, we got some announcements for Collision, announcements for Forbidden Door. That's all. That's all we asked for. I know it's late, but we got it done. Now we can, like you say, see the vision of how Collision is going to be this Saturday and how Forbidden Door is going to be in less than 2 weeks.
Exactly, Walter.
Less than no, we're about like 10 days away. I think
there you go.
9 days away. It's next Sunday.
Yeah, Forbidden Door, dude.
10 days away. We're exactly 10 days away. It's the 25th.
You know, I said this to you guys, and I don't know if I probably did here as well, but I'll just say it again anyway. You guys know by now, next week, this time I'll be in Cuba, right? And by the time I come back, so I fly back on Sunday, and it turns out that I land here around 6 p.m. I will make it in time to watch Forbidden Door. Because I'm intrigued. Listen, because I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I'm going to keep it 100. They did a lot last night to get me excited. Not going to lie to you guys. It's rare that they do. It's rare that this happens. Like, oh, shit. But they got me excited. And I'll say overall, it was a good episode of AEW Dynamite. Very well done. Yes, you know, the CM Punk interview. Romeo asked a question here. Are you sure AEW can tell ESPN, oh, please no, don't air the answer? What does ESPN owe AEW if it gets them more clicks and views? That is a very when you think about
they from my understanding is they could have pulled it whenever they wanted. It's because it's still their media, right? Like it's
probably
bad. It's bad. All I'll say is it's bad business to do something like that. Like if they pre-work, I'm sure that there's a good chance that when AEW set the interview up with ESPN, and I don't know for sure, I will figure out if I can find this out today, but there's a decent chance that they said, hey, we're going to pre-tape this a week early because we want to be able to cut anything out that we don't like. And if they agree to the interview, then they would have to do it. Not necessarily like they would owe them anything. They don't have to, but it would be unethical with journalism standards, and ESPN's too big of a company to do something like that. Like a smaller place, like, I don't know, Inside the Ropes wouldn't care. ESPN is too big to do something like that.
Yeah. Now, again, I said, you know, overall, good episode of AEW Dynamite. Had an amazing match opener that I actually got to rewatch while I was at work, right? And I have a change of tune. That was an amazing match. I think it also helps that I did a wake and bake in the morning, you know, a little wake and bake, and, you know, helped a lot too. Hey, listen, I said this before, and I'll say it again. Watching wrestling when you're high, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. But that's a discussion for another day.
I disagree.
Of course
Nothing was not amazing.
well,
High, so.
well, it was for me, dude. I don't know about you. Well, not everyone can be a success. Not everyone can be a hit. Okay, not everyone can be.
It ruined my high. Actually,
not everyone can be NXT. Not everyone
until
can
we
be
got to the
NXT New York.
match.
Not every show can be NXT Takeover New York. Okay, I'm just saying. Everything was great. However, the rating came in this week. The rating came in.
That's the fucking rating again.
Yes,
the rating. Come on,
the rating came
Talk
in.
about it at the end. Like, it makes more sense to talk about it at the end.
I just want to get this out of the way. I just want to get this out because I might forget about it. I might forget.
He's gonna forget the clip.
And sometimes I do forget. Sometimes I do
He
forget.
wants to play his no Millie clip.
The rating this week came in at 832,000.
A .30 in the demo, which I believe
down
was
from last week's 900,000.
Give me a second. It was down. I believe last week did a .32 in the demo. It did a .30 in the demo, which I think is about their average, maybe a little up because they were doing .28s a lot in February and March. And they did number 3 in cable. I don't know what they were behind.
But they were down from last week 902,000, right? They were down 902,000.
They're down from the last 2 weeks, yeah.
So man.
No Millie. I'm gonna put the banner
in the mud.
So sick of the conversation every week because they're not going to do a million.
Yeah,
we already know they're not going to do a million.
No NBA Finals. No Stanley. Sorry,
it was interesting because the weeks that they were against the NBA Finals, I think there was like 1 week where they really did terrible against the playoffs. But last week was one of their best. Like the week before was really good, but last week also did a very good number against the finals because people were basically tuning in because they were like during the halftime. That's why they did so good. If you look at the quarters, because that MJF quarter was the one that was like doing really good because that was in the middle of halftime.
Yes. But let us know, guys, in the chat. Let us know in the chat your thoughts on Dynamite and all that fun stuff. So let's get through it. Let's get this out of the way. So I'm going to be honest. This is what shocked me, that this actually opened the show. MJF versus Adam Cole in a world title
eliminator.
Yeah, I almost said a contender match, and but whatever. It's eliminator match.
It's different, bro. It's different. It's different.
I know.
Fed, unfortunately.
I know. What the Need for Speed rights here?
Bring it up later. We don't got to bring it up now. We can bring it up when we get to Collision.
We'll bring it up later. We'll bring it up. Need for Speed. We'll bring your comment up later. Promise. Okay. Like Chase Covington would say, promises kept, promises earned. Okay. So we opened the show with Adam Cole versus MJF, title eliminator. I'll be honest with you guys. All right. I was shocked this opened the show.
No, I called this.
No. But not at the time, not knowing what the ending would be. Right? They didn't mention a time limit. That's what I loved about this too.
No, they did. They did mention a time limit. Yep. It's
did they really?
Just a 30-minute time limit.
Well, when Adam Cole came out.
Sir.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe because I had the volume low a little bit. So
how did you have it low? All I heard,
bro, you
no
didn't
way.
I
did not have that shit low. You always blasting it every time when you do the watch-alongs.
It slipped my mind. Okay, it slipped my mind.
Your delicate ears couldn't take it.
Did you not? Were you not awake? Were you not watching live?
I was, but it just totally slipped my mind. Like as the match was going, like,
I think I texted halfway through the match in the group chat. I said, "This is going to end in a time limit draw."
Yes. Mike, what are you doing, Mike? What are you doing? Mike, what are you doing? Mike.
What are we doing in the mud?
Oh, no, mud.
Mike, what are you talking? What are you doing?
In the mud, yo. In the mud, yo. What are we doing, yo? Whoa, Mike. Whoa.
What do you do?
Family show.
I missed it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Romeo clipped it and put it in our group chat.
What caused all this?
I need to know what caused it. Was it in the group chat?
I don't know. I don't know what's causing all of this.
Did a
Was
parlay?
it uploaded in the chat?
No, I said I'm pretty sure. I said I'm pretty sure Romeo will clip it and put it in the chat. That's what I said.
Picture of
He
like
said a
Mandy in the chat.
parlay.
Was it a parlay or something? Was it
Is that all you think about is gambling?
That's
No,
all
no,
he
no.
thinks
What do you,
about.
hey Steve? What do you
He
know about
loves
the
the
parlay paralyzer?
Okay, well, he's
He's
amazing.
not in the mud anymore.
Not in the
What's
mud
this?
no more.
Is
So-
this what he was chopping his? What is this?
Okay, let me see here. I see Stephanie Delander.
Delander.
So I
That what
need
Mike
to
was
sign
hyped
to
about.
sign with AEW. Well, she's a beautiful
All right,
woman.
well, Steve, let's talk about this. Let's get to this
Yes,
opening
thank you.
match.
Yes, I agree. I
Get-
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Yes, the world title, the title eliminator match.
Steve says I have ADHD. My God.
I thought this match was fucking amazing. This was a masterclass of a performance from Adam Cole and MJF. However, yes, listen, I'll be honest with you too. I'm gonna keep it 100. Okay, I'm watching this too, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say you
It's
better
like-
keep it 100.
Yeah, I will. Listen, I will. Listen, there are moments where I cringed.
For
There's
what?
where Cole took a bump. He took a pile driver?
Yeah, that was the point. That's why they did those spots.
I'm like, no, bro, what are we doing? No. There's a spot where they're on the apron of the ring. Everyone knows that's the hardest part of the ring, right?
the hardest part of the ring. The apron's the hardest part of the ring.
Yes, the apron. Yes,
Is it really the hardest part?
I
The
never
apron,
knew that.
never know.
What if something else becomes harder than that?
Will you stop?
I know something harder than that.
God damn it,
Well,
Mike! What the fuck are you
This is a
doing?
family show, Mike. It's a family show, Mike.
Nah, he gets a 2-minute timeout, 2-minute penalty box for that one.
First the
No.
session and now
Let me
this.
plead my case. You guys' minds are in the gutter. I could have been talking about
You
a
knew
piece
what
of
you were
steel.
doing
But I'm
with that,
talking
Mike.
about a piece of steel.
A piece of steel.
We're not talking about
piece of
Ace
steel.
Steel though. What about
Ace
Ace
Steel?
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Because I
Oh
don't know
man,
who that is.
this opener's in the mud. We're not even talking about the.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Do you just want me to talk about this match, Steve?
Listen, listen. Overall, I thought it was a great match.
Nah, because he
I-
was trying to change his opinion.
Listen. At first, I was like, bro, Adam Cole should not be put in this 30-minute match. He should not be, bro. Because
Why?
considering,
Wait, why?
bro, have you seen him, dude? Like,
Why should he
bro,
not be? Why should he not be taking dangerous spots?
You shouldn't, bro. Considering
Why?
what he's
Wait,
gone
so
through,
why can Brian? Are you okay with Brian Danielson taking those spots?
neither is that either. Neither
Really?
is that.
What
Neither
about
is that.
Edge?
Neither is
We
he.
barely see him.
barely see.
Steve
barely
just,
see
Steve
him.
just hates wrestlers taking big bumps.
No. Listen.
But he's
okay.
always been like that.
I've always been this way, though. I've always been this way.
But every wrestler, like, oh no, I took that
Considering their history, what they've been
It's
through and
mad
shit.
annoying too.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Sometimes I was just worried for these wrestlers and shit. I want them to live a healthy life down the road. I don't want them, you know.
My opinion, Steve, is you should let the wrestlers choose what's best for their body
Oh,
and not
man.
pretend you know what they should be able to do.
Yeah. So anyway,
What I always say.
but I thought it was a good
Ain't no
match.
real limitation.
Anywho,
Listen, I thought this was a good match. I like the fact that we're gonna come back to this likely at All Out, in my humble opinion.
All out or all in.
Well, I say All Out. It's
all something. That's all we know.
Or all in the mud. Who knows?
Oh no.
You can't say all in the mud when they've sold 65,000
Guys,
tickets.
No,
That's the name of our future ATP gaming pay-per-view. Not
it's
for now.
all in the mud. Oh,
Is that what we're calling it?
yes.
Possible.
So, Kaden, what were your thoughts on the match? What was your overall thoughts?
I thought that this was fantastic between these two guys. The chemistry, the psychology was the main thing I looked at. I'm not typically a fan of slower matches. This was a very slow-paced match. They were working and showing psychology with every single move. There's a reason. Every single move in this match had a reason for it. MJF, every move was basically working that arm. And for Adam Cole, it was working the neck in order to lower the boom on MJF. And then Eventually, he started working that knee because if you guys watch MJF matches for the last 2.5 years, he's been selling that right knee. So eventually, when Max does the tombstone, he aggravates his knee again. So then Cole starts working it. So I loved the way that every single move mattered and how they told the story in the ring. The elbow drop was incredible. That spot from MJF. I think he did that in the Iron Man match too, which is insane. Like, yeah, definitely only pull that out every 3 or 4 months. Like, you cannot do that consistently with your Max.
Yeah,
Thank
come
you,
on,
Mike.
man.
I didn't. Your mind's in the gutter today. Damn. I'm not saying I have my mind in the gutter.
Did anyone? I just want to point this out too. Did anyone laugh at MJF's elbow pad? Vince was right.
Yeah. The elbow pad said Vince was right, which was funny. The stuff with the ref, because Bryce Remsburg was also the ref for the 60-minute Iron Man match. So I like that in that match, he stopped MJF from using the diamond ring. In this match, he also stopped MJF from using the diamond ring. So I like that you're telling that story between with the same referee. I really like the use of the Eddie spot, finally doing something different with it, because everybody fucking uses the Eddie spot. AEW does it a million times. WWE does it a million times. I'm so sick of the Eddie spot. But finally, they used it differently. And then, yeah, the ending was fantastic. The timing on it. I thought it was going to go to 30-minute time limit. I have tweet proof of me saying it was going to go to 30-minute time limit. And I looked at my phone and I was like, okay, this match is going to end at 7:34. That's the 30 minutes. And it was 7:33 on the count. And I just looked at the time because I was watching and I was like, oh, he's going to win. Cole's going to win with like two or 3 seconds left. And he's going to eke out the victory. And MJF's going to use that in like a promo later. And then the bell hits. As soon as my clock turns to 7:34, the bell hit. As soon as it hit. So perfect timing on that by everybody involved. Adam, MJF, Bryce has a role in that too as the referee who's got to make sure they get the timing right. This was
amazed. Kaden, I'm amazed, bro. I'm amazed that you were ahead of the books. You were ahead, man.
I called it a 30-minute time limit, I think 3 or 4 days ago.
I think somewhere out there, Tony Khan is watching this and he realized that you're ahead of the books and he's probably saying to himself,
yeah, I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
I wonder if I said that on Romeo's stream on Sunday, because I think somebody asked about it. I might have said that there.
You may, man. You're ahead of you're ahead of the books, man. Amazing.
As soon as I realized it was a 30-minute time limit in eliminators. You can't have Cole lose. You can't have MJF lose. And you're not doing the rematch at Forbidden Door. So how do you get out of it? And I said, okay, well, if they open the show, then it's a time limit draw.
Yes.
And they opened the show with a time limit draw.
Steve is all for the health and the safety of the pro wrestlers with a history of neck injuries. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for backing me up.
Cole just had one really bad concussion. It wasn't multiple.
I mean, the man who says you're in a wheelchair now, caring about necks. And,
okay, listen. Okay.
The man who downloads saying my leg.
No, I get that was influenced.
You can't take credit for it, Mike. You're ruining the gimmick.
Well,
he just played it
when he saw Dante Martin.
All right, so
he's like,
Walter, your thoughts, brother, on everything that went down in that match?
It was great opener. I mean, it would have been nice. I get why. I don't think AEW doesn't remind when there's like 5 minutes left in a match, right? They did do it. They did.
Yeah,
it was just, I must have missed that part though.
He was very quiet about it because I remember I tweeted.
Yeah.
People said, "Wait, he said that?" And I said, "Yeah, he just said that there was 15 minutes elapsed." Or I think at one point he said 10 or 15. And so I tweeted about it, and everyone was like, "Nah, there's no way they're going to a time limit." And I'm like, he never says it. He only ever says it if they're using the time limit.
Well, yeah, he probably should be a little louder next time. You know, it's good to be informed to see, like, are we going over the time limit or not? Either way, the match was going well. That's probably Adam Cole's best match in a while, so I'll give him that. MJF wrestling on Dynamite's nice to see once in a blue moon for him to show up like that. And the decision makes sense. You know, you're not going to have MJF lose now that we know what he's doing at Forbidden Door. You're not going to fucking take a pinfall now. And then you don't, of course, you want to continue the program. So You're not going to have Adam Cole lose. So it was basically the only outcome to do. The way it happened, maybe it's a little weird, but I get it. And it was the best thing they could have done. So I can't fault them for that. And I'm done. And you can introduce our lovely guest here, all the way from Alemania, which is Germany in Spanish. We have here Chase Oliver. How's it going, Chase?
Jays.
I feel like
What's up, buddy?
what my good friend Chase Covington would be. I'm a sad nerd and virgin.
No,
About 12:51 a.m. We're here to talk about We the Eights. Originally the seventh, so we're still the seventh, but the 800,000 people that decided to watch, AEW Dynamite last night. Dude, honestly, I was sleeping so peacefully. It's been long. If you guys know, I'm here for work and stuff. But bro, I don't know if the front desk gave a wrong number or something. They keep calling me about wake up calls and all this other shit. So I was sleeping peacefully, man. I have like the heater on like crazy in the room right now just to get to sleep. Here's the thing. Now I know why Gunther, why he was always fat. Dude, everything in this place is so fucking cheap. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Dude, everything is cheap out here, bro. Literally. How much money y'all think I spent?
Altogether, probably $20.
For lunch, you probably spend around $15 to $20.
You wish. I only spent €5 per lunch.
€5.
So €5 is like
so cheap over there for food.
Probably like. Let me see here. Let me see the
$6.
How many days have you been there
It's about
already?
the same. Like €5 to dollar is about the same.
I've been here since Monday. For me, it's wait, what day is it now? Friday. For you guys, it's still Thursday. You're in yesterday. I'm in Friday right now. This is Friday.
So
you're in the future. You're in the future, buddy.
So basically, it's $5.47. That's €5 right now.
Wow, big difference.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's almost it's the exact same. It's like 50 cents less.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
dude,
Not much less.
literally, is this my little receipt? No, this is not my little receipt. There's a little place called, dude, it's little. It's funny. There's this place called Little in fucking, this is my, let's see. No, this is not it. Corner Fairground Market. Yeah, I know. You guys want to hear about AEW. That stupid match between Adam Cole and MJF was good. It's had a shitty ending. Oh my God. Wow. Wrestling. Oh, we can tell that they can do it. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't want these, AEW fans to be upset.
Don't please them.
Talk about real
Don't
life.
please the fans.
Don't please.
Yeah. Make fun of the ending.
So this is my little receipt. All right. So this is what I got. I got a protein drink, a Coca-Cola, a PF Cola, a Red Bull, Liberasco roll, which was fucking
Kaiser
sick.
roll.
It was
Kaiser roll.
Yeah. It was a hot dog. It was a glizzy. I got 2 of those, a pinky donut, a paper taragashi, and a sushi. Guess how much I spent on that?
Did you just say $5?
€5.
Or €5?
Oh, dude, I bought all that for only $11.84.
What?
What
in the we in the mud here.
Bro, dude, it's so fucking cheap.
It's 3 McDoubles here.
Bro, dude, straight up.
You bring up McDonald's because you're in the mud. Both are in the mud with McDonald's.
Oh my God, you got that.
McDonald's.
You got that. Isaac Ooze shake. Actually, it's crazy.
Yeah, the googly goose shake.
They don't, but no, out here they don't know what a McDouble is.
Oh, they don't got the grimace there. They don't got the grimace.
They don't got the
I don't
Grimace.
think they know who Grimace is.
Oh, you gotta know who Grimace is.
How's the Coca-Cola out there, bro? How's the Coca-Cola out there, bro, in Germany?
It's not even cold, dude. It's warmer than California right now.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's a good little. I'll be on for most of the review. I'm not tired, dude. I'm fucking pissed because I've been getting called about my room being this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to get a nice relaxing sleep before the show. But I went to bed pretty early. I went to bed at like 8:30 tonight. Normally I'm downstairs at the bar. Beers are like €4, €4.5, and I'm like, bro, like this is a cheat code. This is why Gunther was fat all these years in Europe. and he lost weight because he saw the price in America. He used to like, paying for all this food, and they're like, all right, man, it's only 12 euros. And that now he's all like, what? $25? Oh, fuck this.
Yes, Armand writes here. McDonald's overseas has a different menus than the
I
U.S.
bet.
McDonald's. Yeah, they do.
Some are
Peru
similar.
McDonald's
I
are
went to
disgusting.
I went to McDonald's in Barcelona, and it was a fairly similar menu. Same with Tokyo. It just like there's
Peru.
like some differences, but you
Peru's
still have
definitely not the same.
Your big stuff is still similar.
Peru's just ice cream, I think.
Bro, no, Peru, dude, everything is sold separately. There's no combos out there. In Peru, like in Latin America, McDonald's is a place you take the family out on a weekend. Believe it or
It's
not.
fancy.
Yeah, no. That's what they were telling me out here. Burger King is that. Like oh, you're fancy. We go to Burger King, dude. Five Guys. I shit you not. Five Guys is cheaper than Burger King here.
Just Five
There's
Guys.
a Five Guys there.
Sonata's there.
Yeah, there's a
No,
Five
I'm
Guys
there.
right across
We're
from me
there.
at the mall.
Us Five Guys are there.
Oh, Sonata, man. Sonata is vibing in Germany, I guess.
They don't even know who that is in Germany.
They don't even know what that
They
is.
do. Germany loves Sonata.
The Great Sonata. Or
Which Sonata?
It's confirmed now. You know who doesn't love Sonata? Gato and Tony Khan. They gave him the worst opponent of all time.
We'll talk about it right now. We'll talk about this.
No. David,
Oh,
we get to the Sonata
Mike,
part. We got to get through the
No, screw that. We talking about that
We're
now.
talking about Sonata.
Oh, by
I think it's
the way,
great. I actually think it's a really
I know.
good match that people just don't like. Think about the
This is
point of
why
this match.
This is why Caden hates what's it called? This is why Caden hates his commercials, and I see why now. Because he watches this on this stupid Virgin AEW Fight TV shit. This shit has no commercials, and it's like it's convenient. It's super convenient. I was like, wow, this is why he does it. This is why he hates commercials, because wow, AEW with no commercials is a very different viewing experience. Like you sit there and you say, wow, this is what Tony Khan's trying to convey through there and stuff like that. The commentary, normally they annoy me, but I gave them a shout out because unlike WWE commentary where they kind of know when to stop talking because they don't have to talk during commercial breaks, AEW's they keep going. They keep going after XR goes, don't worry, say picture, and then he keep talking. I'm like, what the fuck? You just send the commercial, you keep talking. Damn. So.
And they're more entertaining because they don't have to worry about being on being on cable. They can just do whatever the hell they want because TNT doesn't or TBS doesn't care.
I haven't drinking this yet, but I'm going to drink this on the last night before I leave. I'm being dead serious. No, this is beer. This is the best beer you can ever hear.
There you go.
There's near hell.
Figure sneeze.
Yeah, this is going to put me in hell.
Take it and say, okay. Okay. And you did say, Chase, you did pass by the beautiful when you were over on your arrival. You passed by the beautiful Allianz Arena as well.
Yeah, it was super big, bro.
Beautiful, right? Especially at night, they light that up at night. It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah. My hotel doesn't have the best view, so I don't really get to see what the view's like at night. But yeah, it's nice.
Okay. So yes, we did mention this, moments ago. They started to now stack, add matches for Forbidden Door, and one of the matches is Sonata, who's the current IWGP World Champion. Sonata issued an open challenge to anyone on the AEW roster, and you would think, okay, they'll put this as a surprise, something like that, right? No. Moments after, they interviewed Jungle Boy. And he says, I'm gonna answer the challenge. He's gonna be the one facing Sonata for the IWGP World Title. And I'm like, you mean to tell me, bro, you couldn't challenge Hiromu Takahashi?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see.
We couldn't get Hiromu.
No, it's gonna be Hiromu versus Darby.
Nah, bro.
I
Come
don't
on,
want to see
man.
that shit.
Oh, what?
Everybody fucking wants every dream match
Every
scenario
who?
for Forbidden Door is Darby Allin versus Hiromu Takahashi.
The people who haven't.
They were
who
supposed
wants
to
Ain't
to-
my dream.
Who wants to see
Ain't
that? The
my
people who
dream.
haven't
Time
entered the
out.
Forbidden Door yet.
Literally
Time out.
fucking everybody but you guys. Everybody wants Darby.
Well, guess what? That's what makes us
Let me ask this question. Are people really dying to see Sonata versus Jungle Boy?
I don't
No.
think anyone's dying for it. I just think it
No,
makes
you know what? what's crazy about this? This feels like if this was for the never openweight title, not for the fucking
Bro,
IWGP.
Exactly.
Remember the
This
match
is
we had
Sonata
last
from
year?
5 years
Remember
ago.
the IWGP title match we had last year? You're gonna fucking compare that to this? Come on,
Yeah, Jay White is
mud.
definitely in the mud.
Jay White in the buzz. He doesn't even have
I
a
think-
match.
I think when you look, there's two things to consider with this match. First, this is a mid-card match because this is not
Yes,
like
it is.
Oh,
wait 1 second, Mike.
It is
Look,
though.
look
Yeah.
at the top 3 matches on this show. Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Okada Danielson, MJF Tanahashi. Those are your 3 top matches. You have those are your 3 big ones. So then everything else rounding out this card is going to be a mid-card match. It's not supposed to be a main event. So you have to find somebody who is okay to take a loss here. It makes sense for them to take a loss here, and it's not going to be a dream match because they're not going to do that. They're not going to waste a 4th match to rival the others because it's too many. They're going to save a big match for a later date if they're going to do that. So, Jungle Boy, whose story is that he's probably going to go through all the championships before he turns heel, this makes sense with his story that he's been saying since March, since he beat Cage, that he wants to win a championship. Or even no, he started saying it in January. And that's been the story to lead up to him probably turning heel. So it makes sense. The other people, like you can't put Hangman in here because Hangman's in a story right now with the Blackpool Combat Club, so you don't want him losing. You can't put John Moxley in here because you don't want John Moxley losing. And I think Darby Allin's got a different match.
No, they should have put what's his face Wheeler in here. I mean, he took a pinfall anyway. You might as well just put him in here.
Wheeler has a match. I think Wheeler has. I think they're doing.
No, but I'm saying you should have just put him in here. You were building him up for something, and then I just feel Sonata versus Jungle Boy.
No, we would have shitted on that.
This dude had a freaking match with Sonata, for God's sake.
I would have
You
hated
can't
that
put him
match
against
more, I think.
Sonata. But nonetheless, Tony Khan should shut his fucking mouth because he said that this is going to be the best between 2 promotions. This is going to be the best between 2 promotions. I expect the best, and this is not the best.
It's going okay. Y'all are gonna watch that match and say that's a fucking awesome match.
Yeah,
I guarantee.
I'm gonna
good.
hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Mike,
I'm
when
gonna
you
spend
watch
like
that
$50.
You watch
and
that.
if it ain't up to
you
snuff,
shit. You guys shit all over that 4-way, and then everybody walked out of the 4-way saying that was fucking incredible. We all shit on that.
Oh, we shot on the build up. We didn't shot
No,
on
we crapped on the build up. We
Not
knew the
the
match was gonna
match.
be it. The build up sucked. Plain
Y'all
and simple.
Shitting on Jack Perry for too long, but every time
Yeah,
he gets in the
we
ring,
are
he's
still
torn.
shitting on him until he
And
turns
can't
heel.
talk.
every time he gets in the ring, he has a good match.
This is a
Every time.
charisma vacuum.
On the mic, sure, but he's still good in the ring. You're gonna
Wow,
watch the
so
match.
is
He's
Roderick
okay in the
Strong.
ring.
So is Roderick Strong. He's good in the
Exactly.
ring. What the fuck? What we
Who's
do?
the young Roddy?
This progresses a story.
Jungle Boy,
and good to a good
Jungle
match.
Boy,
I don't see the
this
issue.
Jungle Boy. I'm trying to talk real quick. You know, that's what we call it. Sounds like that he's scared. He's like scared when that mic comes in the face. Like, well, you know, Sonata, you want a challenge? I'll give you a challenge. It's like, what? Speak up.
You wouldn't believe he's Luke Perry's son.
This accomplishes
Exactly. His
2 things.
God rest his soul.
He's looking down at the
Okay, what doesn't help also, bro?
He's
Okay,
flipping, flopping like a dang fish.
I
He's
feel like
angry right
the
now.
person that should have fought Sonata should have been either like Sammy or freaking Chris Jericho.
I even would have took that.
Oh, Jericho would have been fine.
I think the reason why
I
it's
would have
Jungle
been
Boy.
Sting.
I think we're going to start, like, remember, we only have 4 matches officially announced. I think they're going to start telling us more about what's on this pay-per-view. And then it's going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense because they're telling this story. I think with this one, like, yeah, there's people who I would have preferred Hangman. I would have preferred Mox, but I think that they have other plans for those guys.
No, I
So
just think
kinda
it's like it's disrespectful to the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship is what I'm seeing because it's like, bro, like really this is like like the AEW Championship. It's fucking Tanahashi. That's a legend.
They're like MJF. Who?
You mean to tell me?
Romeo did make a good point saying Japanese YouTube probably got your same reaction with Tanahashi versus
So
MJF.
like MJF.
They don't like
Who the
MJF over
fuck
there.
is that?
They fucking hate that dude.
My thing
Yeah.
is okay.
Never mind. Okay, well, no, fuck this. You need to tell me we couldn't get freaking Kushida versus Jungle Boy. We could have bring Kushida.
Why do you keep bringing up Kushida? He's a fucking jobber.
Kushida.
He's got one win in Best of Super Juniors. He is his story right now in Japan is that he fucking sucks.
Yes,
that's his story right now.
Yes, but the
Jungle
foreigners
Boy had to challenge for a championship
love
on the show.
Kushida though. The foreigner, whenever New Japan comes over to North America, they go crazy for Kushida.
But that still doesn't fit. The story of Jack is that Jack has to keep challenging for titles. That's the story they're telling. So you could have done Hiromu. I think they have something else for Hiromu. Then the other option is David Finlay for the never open weight. I think they have something else for David Finlay. I think they're going to start setting it up next week, or probably on Collision. They're going to start setting up whatever they're doing with Finlay. And then those are your titles. Like Zack Sabre Jr. has Orange Cassidy. So he has to be going for a championship. I think it makes sense to do Sonata. Like, I think it's I think it's stupid that they shouldn't have put the belt on Sonata. Like, Okada Danielson should be for this belt. That's the issue. I agree with that. What Chase said about it being disrespectful to championship, 100% agree with that point. But I don't have an issue with this match.
Who would have thought the IWGP US title would be valued a little more, huh?
It is. That's the main event. Like
just like ATP Gaming. Shake my head, man. At least we
also. So also announced for the show is MJF versus Tanahashi.
Banger. Gonna be a banger.
Should be good.
It's gonna be a good match. It sucks that there's no they're not playing off to the fact that MJF is not going to show up there. He was more worried about his match with Adam Cole. Like we didn't get like a promo of MJF. Like,
They played into that MJF said he wasn't showing up.
Oh, okay, dude. I'm on fucking German time, bro. So I forgot this shit.
Yeah, because they told MJF about the match, and he goes, "I'm not going to be there. I'm no showing."
He pulled that Magic Johnson.
To Tony Khan.
I ain't gonna be there.
So that's the story I think they're gonna tell for the next week. Is he's saying I ain't gonna be there.
Basically, I mean that's the match for Forbidden Door. I mean, also forget to mention the fact that we got Bryan and Okada, and of course Omega versus Ospreay.
Yeah, we're also getting they heavily implied Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. And then I don't know if they're going to do Garcia and Shibata on that show. They could also do it on Dynamite.
The pre-show.
It could be 0 Hour, but I don't see them doing Shibata on 0 Hour. That's a good.
Buy-in.
Garcia and Shibata is like a good buffer match because it's going to be pretty slow. I would put Okada and Danielson in the middle of the show, and then put Bryan and Shibata right after.
That's your main event.
So
I think Ospreay Omega's main eventing.
What?
Ospreay
Omega.
What are you doing?
I remember.
Ospreay and Omega is the main event of the show. I'm telling you guys, that's the main event. It's the only because they're not going to put a non-title match on last.
Okada and Bryan is not worthy of main eventing a show, bro.
Okada and Bryan is worthy of main eventing a show. I'm just telling you, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay will main event the show.
Oh man.
TK in the mud.
In Kenny Omega. It's in Kenny Omega's home country. So they're going to main event.
I forgot about that fucking
that's
shit.
What you guys need to remember.
That's it's not from Toronto.
That's between Tony and Gato saying, okay, what do we want to main event with? Last year, they main evented the first ever Forbidden Door with an AEW championship. This year, they're going to main event with an IWGP championship. Even it out.
The World Championship, the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, it's the U.S. It should be the world. Ospreay should have beaten. I mean, I know Ospreay couldn't beat Okada because the timing doesn't work, but Ospreay should have this title right now. It'd be a much better story.
Well, let's continue on with this show, okay? After this, we got a video package with the return of CM Punk at Collision. Punk claims that the one certainty with CM Punk at these that nothing is certain. He claimed that he has unfinished business and scores to settle. Punk claims he won't know what to do or say until he gets the microphone, but he has much to say. And they showed his highlights, what have you, and yeah, people are excited. People were booing in the building from what I saw on cameras and all that stuff. People were like, "Hey, mixed reactions, man." I'm sure in Chicago, bro. Listen, he's gonna get in Chicago, dude. He's getting the hero's welcome. He's getting the red carpet. It's Bret Hart 97 in Canada.
Will he get those reactions in Canada?
I don't know about that, bro. 800. Last time I saw 894, bro.
Oh,
894.
it went up.
Something last time I saw, bro. I mean,
It's gonna go to 900 soon. It will.
Yeah,
my
Punk.
God. In the mud, yo.
I thought it was a. Oh yeah, Chase's Wi-Fi was not working.
The buzz,
I thought the promo from Punk was good. He looked emotional. Like if I watched it back and he looked like he had just been crying. I don't know if he was crying. I don't know if it was just like a choice to like put in the emotion into it.
Like it's days.
But it was a pretty good like quick little video package, and I'm very intrigued. Like tomorrow we're gonna have the interview. The day after is Collision. I'm interested to see. He's gonna have a live mic on Saturday. I would assume he opens the show and then he close. Like they're gonna open with the live mic segment, and they're gonna close with the 6-man or the trios. But it's interesting. We'll see. I think Punk turns heel after Saturday. I think he's going to turn heel real quick.
Could be.
And then that's when you'll have me invested because I want to
he
see CM Punk.
He needs to turn heel.
AEW. No more babyface. Give me heel.
I think he was on his way to turning heel before he went away. Like I think they were about to turn him.
He sure enough did it with that media scrum.
That media scrum, he is a heel. He should, yeah.
He needs, like, I think it's more of you. I think you wait and see, right? Like you know he's gonna get cheered in Chicago. So let's see what happens in Toronto the week after for Collision. Does he? If he gets cheered, then maybe you run the Canadian tour because he's a Bret Hart guy. So maybe he'll get cheered in Canada, and then when you get back to the States, you go to like Newark. When they go to Newark for that first show out of the States for Punk, you know he's gonna get booed because Newark hates CM Punk.
Yeah,
that's a notorious.
Connecticut gonna boo him too. No,
that's New Jersey is notorious for not liking CM Punk. If I'm correct, that's where he turned heel. I think that's where he turned heel.
Is it? Is it correct, Steve?
I think that's where he did the.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question again.
Is New Jersey the state where CM Punk turned heel back in 2005, 2006?
I believe.
I think it is because Newark is known for hating CM Punk.
We're talking Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah, when he turned heel.
The double promo.
You stupid old man, I'm a snake.
Hold on, let me just look at Boston Aries versus CM Punk.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. But yeah, they are known. I would wait until the end of the Chicago tour, or not Chicago tour, Canada tour, to really make a decision. Because you got to be out of Canada. It's such an interesting place that we're going to get different reactions than 95% of where you're going to tour.
Well, here the thing, Kaden. Cage Matt doesn't tell me the place.
I'll look it up.
It was somewhere in the north.
Go to talk about the Jericho.
It's different fans anyway. I mean, they gonna cheat. They probably
to give you the date. It was it was June 18, 2005. That's before Dishonor 3. Wait a minute. What if I just click this? There you go. Yeah. No, it was in Morristown.
New Jersey. I told you. New Jersey.
But that's not even. That's not even.
What is that?
I know. I'm just saying. I said, but did I say it took place in New Jersey? Right?
He was there. Armand was there.
Yeah, but we're not going to compare Morristown to Newark.
Oh my God. I'm saying historically, New Jersey as a state has always hated CM Punk, and it started with that moment, and it carries because it carried to Newark, and Newark has also been known for the last 10 years as being a city that hates CM Punk. That's why they chanted, fuck CM Punk.
He's back.
Oh man, just like Punk, I'm back. I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna go do an ESPN interview. That's gonna be highly controversial. That's gonna be great.
And it's all work.
Work.
Yeah. So, according to sources, it's all work.
I haven't gotten it. I'm working on getting it confirmed, but I have not gotten it confirmed.
I don't think. I think it's not a work. I think it's CM Punk being CM Punk. Like it's just Punk being Punk, and
thank you. Yeah. I don't hate Punk, and
I think it's Punk trying to work.
And I don't think Steve hates Punk either.
I don't hate Punk. Listen, I don't hate him.
I don't think Jersey.
I don't think Jersey. Well, not it's mixed, dude. But the reality is,
the Jersey crowds are known for being hostile towards CM Punk. Well, that's a fact. You can't even argue that. Go look at history.
Damn, in the mud.
Let's see here. Well, he was a heel. Hell in a Cell 2009.
When they were chanting "fuck CM Punk" at Full Gear, people got on and said, "This is the example that Newark has always kind of hated this dude."
Wait, weren't they in fucking Washington D.C.?
This week, yeah, they're in D.C. We're talking about like because the first show back, we're talking about if Punk should turn heel, and I said they're doing Chicago, so you know he's gonna get cheered. Then they're doing Canada for a
Punk's
month.
such a mark, dude. Punk's such a mark. He'll be like, you know what, Dragon, I'm only gonna turn heel in Montreal. You know, where Brett was.
I mean, they're not running Montreal.
Oh, Calgary. Then I'll do it in Calgary. Turn heel, do it there in front of Owen's family. Be great.
I would not be surprised if Punk's winning the Owen.
Well,
Oh,
Sammy Guevara was interviewed by Renee Paquette. Guevara claims that he must make some difficult decisions and undergo certain adjustments. As you guys know, Sammy's going to be a dad, right? Darby comes out as well and talks about how Sammy doesn't need Jericho.
What are you laughing at?
Steve just no selling CM Punk winning the Owen and then talking about Sammy Guevara.
He's like, that's ridiculous. Steve's like, that's ridiculous. We're moving on. That's how
they get the second world title.
Like, why is anybody shocked that the guy who says that he's a Bret Hart cocksucker would be winning the Owen?
I'm just trying to...
And then he wins the Owen.
It's just what he responded with.
Yeah, the no sell was really nice.
All right, Sammy Guevara fucking sucks. He shouldn't be a face. Does everybody agree?
No. Can I finish? When he wins a tournament, he goes, "This belt is not just going to be a one-time thing you won't see anymore. This belt is now the new AEW Mega Championship," and the fans are going to boo. And it's going to be a world title, and then he's going to talk about this is the greatest belt ever, and then that's when fans are going to hate this. They're going to be like, "Great!"
Do you think it's going to be planned by Tony, or he goes into business for himself with that?
No. I think it's a plan. I think they're going to have to get Punk some sort of belt because
tier one belt.
Yeah, like a tier 1 belt. They're not going to like AEW International Championship makes no sense because he's your guy. He's your face of the company. MJF really like what does he do? Like, let me be real. What does he do compared to like just come out there? He'll wrestle these good matches every once in a while, and then he goes, "See, I told you guys I could wrestle. Oh, yeah, best draw, best 4-way, best this, best that." It's like, okay, cool, we get it. CM Punk, he's the best in the world, and the best in the world needs his own belt. And that'll be the AEW Mega Championship when he wins the Owen Hart Classic and he names himself world champion. They're so international.
It feels like they are going to give a championship to Collision. It feels like they're going to make a new championship.
They might as well.
The Saturday Night Champion. That's what they're going to call him. The
Saturday Night Live Champion.
Wait, so before we talk about Sammy Guevara, is it true he's going to keep that Clash of the Belts or whatever the fuck it's called?
Battle
yeah, that's not his decision. That's contractual obligation.
Okay,
That's a Warner thing because Warner
is he going to tape those or is he going to film
that's
those?
He doesn't know yet because that is their choice. I think as long as the shows are on Fridays or Saturdays, Warner doesn't care. I think they prefer Saturdays, or Fridays, but I think they can put them on Saturdays and Warner won't throw a fit. As long as they have 4 a year, they're on TNT, they don't care. So he basically said, I think what he said was, I don't know if we're going to if we do them live or if we just tape them after a Collision and we air them a week later. I don't think he said they haven't decided yet.
Yeah, they're on TNT now. TNT.
Yo, listen, y'all. We got 12 of you guys in the chat. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Hit that.
We got only 6 late. We got like 12 of you guys in the live
what?
stream.
That makes no sense.
What
are we doing?
Hit the fucking
I'm going
like
in and I'm liking it too. I already fucking liked it. What the hell? One of the viewers is one person who liked it isn't even watching. What the fuck are y'all doing? Go get everyone. Or I want everybody. I'm gonna go Romeo, hit the like button. Armand, hit the like button. Safet, Frantic World, Chris LeClaire, Chief. Y'all all better be hitting the like button. Or you don't support the gays.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Listen, man. You just took things if you want to just say we would support the channel, that's fine, man.
He said,
came out.
No, I'm gay. It's Pride Month. Support the gays.
I know, but it just came out of left field. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I meant every word. I meant every second of what I said.
Sammy Guevara came out, cut a shitty promo. Then Jericho came out, cut an even shittier promo. And then go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, basically they cut a
It
shit.
fucking sucked. Nobody cares about Sammy
But-
being a face. Darby said
No one
fans
does.
love you more now. No, they fucking don't.
I feel like I
I
feel
thought
like
his reaction got a little better.
No,
It was
here's my thing,
tiny
right?
bit
it was
better.
like
Can we
20. I would say it was
agree?
like 20, 25%.
Can we agree that this feels forced?
Of course,
Yeah.
it feels forced.
Oh
But-
yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
listen. Just because you're having a kid, I'm not gonna make you a babyface all of a sudden. I'm not gonna give you this babyface reaction.
That's TK's booking, man. Come on.
No, bro.
It would be better if him having a kid, he goes, I get laid. I'm having a kid, unlike all you nerd and virgins who can't get a hot chick to touch
He
you.
said that.
They should lean into the people already hate the stuff. I'm being serious. People already hate reason why people hated him is because of the Pam and Ty stuff, and because they put Ty with him. So lean into it. Don't use the baby as a way to get sympathy and get babyface reactions. Use the baby and add to the flame and say like, oh, I'm like what they're doing with Sammy is what they should be doing with Daniel Garcia. Like that, I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
At least fans like Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
The thing with Sammy, it's like Tony Khan has this like idea about him, like, oh, like just because he got hot that one moment, it was like, oh, but this guy could be a babyface. Like he's so obsessed with making this guy work as a baby. Like I don't even think that Sammy's doing. Like he loves Sammy's story. He loves Sammy's passion. I mean, dude, Sammy Guevara, he's a good wrestler. Like the Fatal 4-Way, I was like, I forgot, man. Like, dude, I was high on this kid in the ring. And then afterwards, something happened where I was just like, yeah, this guy, he's just all right. But he's good in the ring. He can wrestle. And I get it. He wrestles a very babyface style wrestling ring. Like in the ring. It's just like, bro, when he talks, he's such a douche. And it's just like, I would rather believe he's a delusional babyface where he comes out, he goes, guys, I loved when you guys cheered for me and Ty announcing you're pregnant. The fans just boo. He goes, thank you. I love you too. And he does that. He just pretends he's a babyface. At least it would be funny and people would be like, oh, dude, this is hilarious. And then it could eventually get over. But yeah, him trying to cut babyface promos, it just doesn't work, dude. He just sounds like such a douche. Like, okay, dude, you're not the only guy becoming a dad. Every American finds out they're becoming a dad every once in a while, you know?
Assholes have babies too.
Wow, in
That's-
the
no, that's gotta
mud.
be a
In
timeout.
the mud.
That's gotta
Wait a
be
minute, I didn't see it.
timeout.
I didn't see it yet. I didn't see it. Who said what? Who is it? Just don't light it up. But who is it?
You'll read it.
What time? What time?
6:23 just happened. It's the latest one.
7:23.
7:23.
Oh, come on.
In the mud.
In the
That's-
mud.
that-
I thought
Oh, no! They both in the mud. They both.
All right, he got one supporter.
No,
so
no,
we
no,
can't
no.
time out.
no, what?
You called out Spencer the other day.
I thought like I was.
Well, Spencer was a dumbass.
No,
Spencer, that was dumb. These nuts. Come on, man.
These are supporters here.
They're day one.
We're just not gonna highlight it.
Spencer's a supporter. He just doesn't ever get in the chat. He watches actually a lot of our stuff.
So he knows you.
No, that's
No,
my best
for me-
friend. Yeah, Spencer's my best friend.
Okay, no.
Wait a minute, is that the guy you had on stream one
Oh
day?
my god.
Yeah. That's the one. That's
Oh,
The
the
one that was, the one that was rubbing his on the couch.
who was. Yeah.
Oh,
Guilt by
no, we in
association.
the
Guilt by
mud. We in the
association,
mud. He
man.
gets out.
Guilt by association.
All right, we'll say who it is.
Okay,
We
I was
just won't highlight it.
gonna say this.
Okay.
I was just gonna say this. For me, it was like, just because you're becoming a dad, it's not like, oh my God, should be a reason why I should cheer for you. A lot of people become dads every single day of the year. So it's just like, oh, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I gotta cheer for Sammy now. He's becoming a father and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like one of the reasons people don't like you is like what Kaden said, because of your relationship. Like it's not nothing against you, it's just how the relationship came about. Like, and especially the fact where you guys were like, nothing happened. There's nothing that happened. And so it's like,
do people still care about Pam? I'm just wondering.
I think there
no,
are.
I think people just hated how Stanley handled it.
They shouldn't. I've always said I don't give a fuck what you do in your private life.
Yeah,
whether-
me too.
It's not my thing. Like if you cheat, that's not my problem. Like I will never judge somebody for doing shit like that because it's not my relationship. I
Oh
don't know
my
what the
god!
parameters
What are we
are.
fucking
That's what I'm saying, bro.
doing?
Damn. I think
No. I'm reading a
Romeo,
comment.
you
I'm reading a
suck.
comment. I'm reading a comment.
Romeo, you're a sick person. Don't highlight it. Romeo, you're a sick person.
You are sick.
No, someone play the
Some clip.
goddamn
We need a
Buzz
clip,
Lightyear
right?
clip.
We need some
Don't play the
clip.
Buzz clip. You are a sad, sick.
What are we
little man.
playing? What are we playing?
I don't know.
It's the Buzz one. You are a
Something.
sad.
You're a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Yeah, Romeo.
Why is he so
You're
loud?
highlighting me today.
Because it was directed towards him. That's why.
In the mud.
No, but yeah, I think it's just the way Sammy. I think it's just the way Sammy acts and does things. It's just like people just don't want to like him and stuff like that. They're just like, he's such an idiot.
Asshole. Like he just sounds like a dick. And I'm sure he's nice in real life. Like whenever I've met him, he's always been nice.
No, that's the thing with Sammy. It's just like, he's one of those guys that it's just like it's kind of like the how do I say it? You play the role better that you're the opposite of. Like Alexa Bliss is like the sweetest person ever, but she plays one of the best heels that she can because it's like, oh, I never get to be a heel. Like normally, like the best heels, they're the nicest human beings. And like when there are good villains and they play a villain, it doesn't work out the same. Like especially sometimes like villains play good baby faces. Like they're so used to being like, like wanting to be hated, they get cheered. And Sammy Guevara, he's just one of those guys where it's like, bro, no matter how hard you try and how hard you book him, Tony, no one's going to like him. No one wants to like him. You got to let him get liked organically. Sammy Guevara is the perfect example. Let him just wrestle. Don't let him talk. Just let him wrestle. And then eventually get him to start talking for people to like him. But the problem is, a lot of people know Sammy's past life. A lot of people know what Sammy does because he vlogs it. So people get invested to him too personally. And like Kaden said, like Kaden and I, we can separate the fact that, oh, he's a human being. He had, like, look, he had urges. He wanted him and Ty are to a male and she female. They wanted to hook up. It happened, whatever. Kaden and I don't care. It doesn't affect our personal lives. It's not like I'm waking up and keep being like, oh Sammy, fuck Ty Mello.
Subway Sammy doing it with Ty Mello.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's just the problem is that Sammy reveals so much of his personal life. Some fans get way too attached to that bullshit. And it's like the same thing with the Elite and all these other people. It's like, sometimes when you do these vlogs,
Keep going.
You get way too attached to the personal life.
We started to. If I can't highlight it,
Okay, let's stop talking about Sam. He's gotten too much attention. Sting and Jericho are gonna finally have a match. Is everybody excited to see Sting and Jericho face off finally?
Yeah.
I was at a tryout.
Sting and Jericho are gonna finally have some sort of match. Are we excited for that? Because I am.
I wish it could have happened in like '99.
Well, obviously, but I'd rather get it now than never.
Yeah, all in.
Battle of the Bats is gonna be.
If there was ever a time to bring back Joker Sting, it'd be right now.
He just brought it back.
Showtime.
No.
2 months ago, he brought it back.
No. Full Joker.
I think they're gonna. I would bring back Surfer Sting.
Nah, that's
He's too old for that shit.
He's too old for that shit.
He's too old. You gotta take the shirt off and everything. No, I'm good.
I would for that match. I don't think they're gonna do a singles match. I think it's just gonna be a tag. I think it's gonna be Darby, and I think next week it'll probably be Darby and Sting versus Jericho and Sammy. I'd have Jericho use the Lionheart gear, and I'd have Sting do Surfer Sting gear. And just do the surf. Like, you can't do the bond. You can't do the bond.
Jericho,
Maybe you can do the bond.
It's a good idea, but Jericho's not in shape to put on those tights right now. He has to go on another 30 days fast.
Get new tights made.
No, he wears the same tights.
Go get new tights made or squeeze into them or something.
I
would break them.
I don't know.
This is dad bod Jericho. He ain't fitting in no damn tights from '99.
No, he's back in dad bod territory again.
Yeah, what happened?
I feel like he looked
alcohol
better than he did in 2020 still.
But he stopped at one time, though.
Stopped, yeah, man.
I think once he lost
shout out to Sting and Jericho. You somehow were one of the most exciting things to happen on this show in the year of 2023. I don't know if that's sad or a good thing.
It's sad.
I think it's just Sting. Like Sting is always one of the most exciting parts of the show, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I do say if they do have to trust in anyone to do a one-on-one match with Sting, and let's say if that does happen at like a pay-per-view called All In Wembley Stadium, I trust Chris Jericho the most taking care of Sting in the ring. Like the only two people I trust Sting to wrestle with one-on-one in AEW is Chris Jericho and Christian. Those are the only two people I feel like that would have his best interest in mind and have his best interest in their hearts to make sure it would be a good match. Obviously, Christian has worked Sting numerous times in his time with TNA, and Jericho's just good. Like he's still good no matter what you think about him. Like he's still really, really good, and he pulls off like at least one good pay-per-view match a year. I mean, Walter, Steve, and I unfortunately were just there for the worst Jericho pay-per-view match of the year, but
That was
I
mean, like I've said, I rewatched that match. I think it is better when you rewatch it, but still, it's not good.
No,
It's
I
I'm never gonna rewatch
It's
it.
either one way or another, Kaden. You can't have it two ways.
I gave it I think I gave it a 3.25.
Either black or white, and no shade of gray.
No, I think it's fine. I
3.25.
think it's perfectly
either black
fine.
or white. And 3.25. What are we doing?
Yeah, I gave it like I said, I think it is better when you
Are
rewatch
you
it.
sure? Are you sure you didn't mean 1.25?
No, it is like I don't have any Chase. Did you end up going back and rewatching that
Sure
match?
you didn't watch
You're
it
the only one
different.
Hell no.
No, why would I go back and rewatch that?
Hell no.
1 second, Steve. I'm talking. I know a few people who have gone back and watched it, and pretty much everybody said it is better when you have the expectation of what it is.
Who?
No, that's stupid.
I think
Yeah, but I paid to see it live, and it wasn't good. I didn't pay for the play. I didn't pay for the playback.
Cole, I see Chris Jericho. I think, wow, this is going to be a banger, especially because Chris Jericho and Roddy Strong had a banger. So I expect that level of banger, and it was ass. It was so ass. It was so bad.
Well, I guess Romeo disagrees with you, Caden.
All right. Well, I don't give a fuck what Romeo thinks.
Whoa. Romeo, you remember this. Whenever there's a watch along, you remember this.
I stopped asking to be on most like the last. I asked to be on Wednesday and like the last Heat one. That's all I've asked to be on recently.
Just remember this.
Okay, we're gonna be the only one, Romeo. You need someone for Saturday. He'll be there.
He'll be there.
I'm usually around. Like I'll be on.
What time is Collision in Eastern Standard Time?
8 p.m. So for you, it'll be 1 in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning in your
2 in the morning. I'd assume.
Not bad, right? I'll be in the hotel, so maybe I will watch Collision live to watch my.
Chase, I'm gonna ask you again, Chase. Do you miss U.S. time or are you missing?
I miss it. You know what I hate? It feels so lonely when I'm. It's like, bro, there's like a dead period where it's like 8 a.m. my time to like maybe 2 or 3 p.m. This time, and I just see the chats are not moving, and I just like, bro, where are the homies at? Where are my homies at? Like, I just get worried. It's like so scary. I'm like, hey, dude, and then I'm like, oh man, and you know what's fucking it up, dude? I'm posting all these cool photos on Instagram, and I think a lot of my friends are not seeing them because I'm just posting them at the wrong time. I'm posting it when it's prime time, my time, when it's like, okay, yeah, this is when you post it for the algorithm. It's okay, it's all right. I'm not like a social media like hungry person, but it's just like, damn, dude. Like, I just don't know what time to post it yet. This is just weird. Like, yeah, it's Friday for me. Like, right now it's Thursday afternoon for you guys. It's Friday morning for me at 1 o'clock. And every guys go, Chase, aren't you tired? Yeah, I was tired. And now I'm probably after this show going to go to bed and then wake up just fine. But yeah, no, this is bizarre, bro. Like, I really, dude, everyone in Europe are such bad drivers, dude. Like, we had this one guy, we call him Crazy Taxi. He goes, oh, yes, I had Crazy Taxi. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck no.
We are over an hour into the show, and we're not even halfway through the episode.
That's fine, dude. Listen, bro,
I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nowhere to be.
I'm pointing things out. Why am I getting yelled at for observation?
Listen. There's other shows out there that go 2 hours, 3 hours.
Okay. Thank you for yelling at me, Steve. I just made.
We're talking AEW. We're trying to
talk about AEW most of the show,
man. We've not heard from in days. Happy to hear from him. Come on, man. What's the matter with you, kid?
I take my time to rise up like Undertaker and say, you know what? I could have easily said, let me try to force myself back to sleep, but I said, let me go talk to the boys real quick. I don't know what other shows they're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna I'm definitely not making Around the Point. show because that's normally something that's 7 p.m. and stuff, and I'm behind on ATP gaming and stuff, and yeah, I gotta catch up. The Raw Universal title is my favorite belt of all time and stuff. Might have to buy.
Oh, we're doing an 841 match. In the
841, baby. EDP 841.
Okay, so let's move. So we got, I know Kaden go. Oh my God, guys, you're going to. Okay.
Hey, shout out to Andrade. He's gonna beat up Buddy Murphy. It's gonna be hilarious. So.
Oh yeah, that's match for Collision. That's
Buddy Murphy against Andrade.
Who that?
Also for Collision. Also for Collision is
Hey, Mike, check the chat. There's a
Miro in action
for you.
What is it? Him licking his lips.
Then Wardlow is going to take on Luchasaurus for the
we had an 8-man
TNT
tag
Championship.
match. Sting, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Keith Lee against the Mogul Embassy. The Mogul Embassy
of
did
time.
another L here.
This is
Fucking crazy.
What we're talking about this?
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
this match was in the mud. It's in the mud.
This post that I'm seeing is in the dang mud. I want a pair of these.
Yeah,
But the Spider-Man one?
Oh, it's only 100
Yeah.
pairs. Oh, in the mud.
And it's not even sold to the public.
Only friends
They're
and
basically
family.
friends
Sorry.
and family.
Get on StockX,
Man.
pal.
For $15,000, they can suck my ass.
Oh, your
yeah,
ass.
yeah. Sony in the mud.
I want these, and I hate the Jordan utilities too. But these are
I
nice.
know the utilities
I
are
like
disgusting.
those. Yeah, I like those. I'm not.
No,
a
those
huge
are
fan
these
either,
are
like,
better.
I would get
These are a
those.
better version of the utilities. I'll
Yeah,
give
they
them
put
that.
effort into them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
basically,
gotta pull up like
secured
the
the
scene
win.
in the movie to compare it.
Sting secured the win for his team by
Yeah, it was a
death drop.
Old man
Orange-
Sting.
Orange
Old
punch
man.
scorpion gift drop. I'm Brian Cage, who was wearing the Stinger. He had the Stinger or Surfer Sting face paint.
Or Brian Cage had to
Why do
sell
you
that.
always make Brian Cage look like a bum?
He had to sell that finisher as nothing.
the guy,
Can you-
when people were like, "Why did Brian Cage resign?" The man wasn't going to pass a piss test.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, there's no dude. I told people, bro.
The money,
Look,
the
look,
money.
look. If you
He's making
guys,
too much money, though. He's making a lot of money.
no,
For him.
Crashing weddings. Crashing weddings.
I mean, he
No,
has.
yeah.
Doesn't he have another kid coming soon? So he needs all that money.
No, I told
I'm
people,
surprised
man,
he can
if you
have
want
kids
to
while
learn
Roy's
about
he's taking
steroids,
Oh, mud, man, we need the mud. Anywho, the next segment is
Anyone? Does anyone think that did everyone else see the no that popped up on the screen?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
probably
wasn't.
what-
I knew it wasn't a distribution error because it went on every single broadcast.
Oh,
And
damn.
supposedly it said yes or no sometime last month. I think it was like a Sammy match or something.
Yes, no for Sammy.
Yeah, it was. I think it might have been like the Sammy match in Austin.
No,
or something.
literally no for Sammy.
No for Sammy.
And
no
then,
for TV.
and then no for
guys,
this.
I have a theory about this. I have a theory. This
might
could
be
be
again.
crazy. You know what? I think this is the debut of AEW's newest wrestler, Bray Wyatt. I think he's setting us as Easter eggs and symbols. This no. It's going to be for Bray Wyatt's debut in AEW. He's getting bought out of his WWE contract. They don't like him no more.
No.
He doesn't want to wear his Fiend mask anymore. This is going to be some groundbreaking shit. We're going to have
That'll
the
be the
Fiend
end.
in WWE. No, stop. We're going to have the Fiend in WWE, and then we're going to have Wyndham Rotunda in AEW. He's going to be the first wrestler to be wrestling for both
Bro,
companies.
the guy barely works in his own company right now. How are we gonna get him in two
That would
different
be it. Like,
companies?
if Bray Wyatt ended up in AEW, I think I would be done watching AEW. I think that would be the end for me.
Wow, is that?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
That was
Dude, WWE wants a Fiend back. I don't know why don't they just give someone? It's like here's a wig, here's the mask. Go, you be Braun Breaker, you be the Fiend.
burned that. The Fiend stuff is gone. They got rid of it.
Oh man,
Supposedly all Fiend gear and all of like the molds or I think the gear might still be around, like what Bray has that fits him, but supposedly all of the
That
molds
fits him.
for the mask are gone. I didn't hear what Case said.
he said that fits him. Whoever fits it. I mean, they can go home sick.
Wait, so they were just all like, look at this stupid basket, let's throw it in the fire.
Otis can
Yeah.
beat him.
Oh no! Oh man!
Yeah, you won't know the difference. I'll be like, damn, Brady put on some weight.
Yes, you would. The Fiend just starts gyrating for no reason. Be
Here's
like,
the-
oh
here's the
yeah.
Here's the difference between Otis and Bray Wyatt. Otis can work a decent match. Bray cannot.
Well, you don't like when Bray just goes like, "Ugh," and then
I
you
don't like
like
when Bray just goes,
someone.
and, like,
You don't
leans
like the
his head down.
spider? Oh man! Come on. You don't like that? Oh, well, what are you doing? What was that? What? Oh man!
Oh boy, howdy!
Steve's like,
I'm sorry for boy, howdy.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
can you imagine how funny would that be, dude?
You know it's bad when Steve is looking up to the gods. It's like, God,
How funny would that be if, like,
Jesus.
when you get a tech with
Jesus.
for collision, and it was Bray? It goes, no, no more soul. And then Bray Wyatt's new Shattered theme hits, and Bray comes out. It'll be a great match.
I just don't want Bray ever again. Keep him. Like, keep him away from everybody else. Keep him off of television. He doesn't need to
You know
come
where
back.
Bray should go? He should go to Impact. I feel like that's the only way he will actually make a
That's
difference.
where
in
he
wrestling.
should be. Like, that fits his character so well, and I don't have to watch Impact. Like, it's good win-win for me. I don't watch it anyway.
anniversary. What would they call him?
They call him Wyndham.
Wyndham
They'd be
is
like,
here.
yeah, Tom Hanford would be like, Wyndham Rotunda is here. Oh my God, Tom, this is one of the most sickest minds in professional wrestling, and he's going to, like that. That's what they would do, and it would make a big deal, and then he'll lose his first title defense against first title match against Alex Shelley, and then it's like, oh, okay, this guy's back to being a bum.
He would face PCO. He would be
Is Steve Macklin injured? Did we ever figure this out?
No, I think they just wanted to. I would think they just wanted to like give the title to Shelley.
Impact in the mud.
Impact in the mud.
Mike, you can't even say that. That's your boy.
I don't condone this type of booking.
This is not the way to book it.
You know that's bad when Mike is all like, man, so a crazy right wing character in Steve Macklin. Literally, his character is bag him and tag him. He's so super. He's like super duper. Like he's supposed to be a mega heel Sergeant Slaughter type character, and then Mike's boy wins the title, and he's like, yeah, that's a horrible booking decision. How the fuck do you not do Macklin versus Aldis? It's Shelley versus Aldis.
In the mud, bro.
Dude, if it was Macklin versus Aldis, how would we go on to Slammiversary?
So moving on here, we went from that to the
He
guns.
no selling that again.
I mean, what do you want me? I mean, I agree. It should have been Aldis versus Macklin, but nine times that. Well, most the likely scenario is going to be Aldis versus Shelley at Slammiversary. And guess what? Knowing Impact Wrestling, how they book shit, Shelley's gonna get the win.
Good.
Oh man,
He's overrated.
What? That's my guy. That's Magnus, man.
I ain't ever seen a good Magnus match.
Cody versus Magnus.
Yeah,
All in.
The match of the night at All In.
I did not watch it.
Oh man,
You didn't watch All In? Oh man,
wow! Get him out of here.
Man, you call
Fake
yourself a fan.
That's not a AEW fan. We were there watching All In as Jack Evans beat our current AEW World Champion.
Was it Jack Evans? I thought it was some other jobber.
Matt Cross.
Oh yeah.
M-Dog 20.
Cross.
That's even worse.
Oh my! You're the mask
in the mud.
I know. You hear me, right?
Yeah, you're just frozen. That's all. You're just smiling right now. You must be so happy about something that we're not aware of.
Oh man, we need the
pork. I guess you can't even add him back because you're that much in the mud right now. I love that still frame. Look at it. He's so
right?
He's so
we can hear you just fine.
But we hear you.
What came next? Wardlow versus Jake Hager.
You brought
man, come on. Yeah, I did. Oh no, Steve in the mud. He's lagging. Or am I lagging?
Cool.
Oh yeah, Steve, reset. If you can hear us, reset your stuff.
Yeah, you should reset.
Yeah,
Get
we'll
out,
take
Steve.
over. Get out,
what I will say? You know what I will say about this match? Jake Hager and Wardlow, they have decent chemistry with each other. Like they kind of know what to do with each other. Right?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like
a good,
watching it, but at least they know how to wrestle with each other.
It was like fine to get Wardlow a win over a Haas. He kind of needed something like that.
I don't know. I'm just tired of this Wardlow's title reign. It's the same old shit.
Not
Like
good.
Tony Khan,
Really
Yeah,
I
bad.
don't
it's just
understand
random.
why does
Yeah.
Tony Khan not know how to book for this guy? Like it's like he loves to force book Sammy Guevara in situations, and then with Wardlow, it's like, bro, here's the perfect package of what you want a superstar professional wrestler to be. And Tony Khan's like, how do I make this guy the biggest dweeb possible? That's what he does.
But yeah, that is Steve's face when someone told him they're Jumbo. I mean, well, I'm hoping we get to them next.
Yeah, we can just go into that next. I don't think anyone cares about this match. Tony Storm took on or defended her AEW Women's Championship against Sky Blue. Sky Blue won a 4-way contendership on Rampage last week that nobody watched. Did under 300,000 viewers, so that's accurate.
The twos watched it, Caden. How dare you?
Twos.
The twos watched it. I'm not the two. Britt Baker was like Britt Baker, Mercedes, Sky Blue, and some other fucking jobber in there.
Hey, what are we? Stop.
The women's division is full bunch of jobbers. They don't treat them well at all. I thought
we got cell phone Steve.
Oh, with the comeback piece in front of him. Oh man,
Sky Blue got she got a pretty good pop, and I thought that she worked as a mega baby face in this. Her mom at ringside taking the spray paint. Decent match here between the two women. Tony Storm did get the win with the Storm Zero, but I thought Sky Blue actually looked really good. Chase, what you think?
That was a good match, actually. Like, you know, especially like you were building up the underdogness of Sky Blue. This is like the problem is that I've just seen so much of Sky Blue getting her ass kicked by the Outcast that I didn't feel like that much like, oh yeah, she has a chance. Like if she never fought them before, I'd be like, yeah, Sky Blue, she's on a roll. You know, AEW, she's been wrestling all these darks and dark. It's kind of like, remember when Ty Mello fought Britt Baker for the first time? Like you knew like she wasn't gonna beat Britt. But if there was anyone that had a chance, you were like, hey, you know what? Ty Conti could do this. Like, yeah, she wins a lot of matches. That's the problem though. Sky Blue is just like kind of like the easy fodder for to lose. Like they're just like, oh yeah, let's Sky Blue. But it was a good match actually. Like, you know, based on the time given to it, it was a good match. You know, so I didn't mind it. It was a good TV match, and that's all I ask for sometimes. Is just give me something easy to digest. But man, this is such a bad filler feud. If Sky Blue, Mama Blue, and Willow Nightingale's your filler feud, we in the mud right now. Britt Baker don't even want to do this.
Yeah, Britt's awesome right now.
Look, I think Willow's great. It's just that you shouldn't be putting Willow in this situation unless she is going to win. Like Willow's at that point where it's like, okay, let's figure out how to make her our number 2 baby face with Jamie Hayter being our number 1. You know, Britt Baker should go back to being a heel. That's just obvious, and then stuff like that. But number 1 and number 2 should be Jamie Hayter, Willow Nightingale. Those are your 2 top baby faces of the division. You should not be throwing Willow in this situation with Tony Storm unless she's winning the belt, in my personal opinion. But obviously, she's not going to be winning the belt. So that's my main theme. You can only have Willow lose so much to these top female wrestlers. That's just how I view it. Like, she needs to start picking up some win and momentum. She's on a good momentum right now as the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. Like she's on a good momentum there. But I wouldn't want to kill that momentum just because we don't know Jamie Hayter's status. If Jamie Hayter's not good to go, and I hate to say this, and I know it sounds cruel, but it's true. You know, like my coworker said, the world is not fair. Sometimes you don't get to reach your dreams, and it sucks. But I feel like you got to start building up Willow to take that women's title away. Sky Blue, you know, she's Sky Blue. She's a good hand. Like, you know, you want a Sky Blue on your roster. She's a good TBS champion. Like, oh, you want to give her a TBS title every once in a while? Sure. But
or Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
Yeah, she's one of those types, and that's not a disrespect to her. It's just at this moment of time, it's just like she's like what? She's like 20. She's 23. She's like
23, 24.
Yeah, she doesn't have the skills like Roxanne Perez, where it's like, okay, well, at least she has the skills inside the ring and stuff to really carry herself well. just in case something goes down. No, she's just not there, and she's not like Tiffany Stratton, where she does all these crazy moves. And you're like, holy shit! Like she's so athletic, she's gifted. She's solid. She does what he does. Willow's perfect as your number 2 babyface moving forward for this company, but I just don't want her to be put into this position just to lose. I think that's the problem with Tony Khan. He doesn't realize you can't just throw people in there just because they can take losses. No, like if anything, who's a friend of Scott? Like the Diamante or some loser, they can take a loss with Sky Blue. Help Mama Blue get revenge.
I don't think Willow's taking a loss to Tony in general. I don't think she's facing Tony in one-on-one.
No, but I'm saying like it feels like this is where like it seems like these two are going to be she shouldn't be felt like in a filler feud. That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't be a filler character at this point. She should be being built up as one of your top baby faces.
Yeah, my guess is, I mean, because they've been emphasizing, and they did it last night, like Willow is the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. They're putting a lot of emphasis on that. I think what they're going to do for the women is probably Willow versus Ruby at the pay-per-view, just to get the women doing something on the show. And that gives Willow a big win on a pay-per-view.
And they have a relationship too. They have like a history. It's like, it's not like extensive, but there is a history there. They Willow and Ruby were super close. So yeah, and you're welcome, Romeo. You know me. I'm a big supporter of the women's wrestling, and I love breaking it down.
So am I.
Okay. I think Willow's. I think Willow's.
Maybe you saw the match graphic.
It does feel like Willow is going to eventually drop the New Japan Strong. Like once Mercedes is back, she'll drop the title to Mercedes because she was never supposed to be here anyways.
Speaking of
Willow, title, that's Mercedes. That's Monet's belt.
She did.
It feels like Willow's big win though is going to be against Athena. Like they're building her up to beat Athena in Ring of Honor. That's what it feels like.
This is Steve's analysis of the women. Here I am breaking down how Willow should be your number 2 babyface, and Steve's like, yeah, she did look good in those jeans.
I'm talking about what they're building up with Willow and the stories that they're telling in the division, and he just pops up. Willow looked good in the jeans.
I mean, she did. Sheesh.
Where's the lie?
Can Steve talk about what you liked in this women's match if you actually watched it or if you took a piss break?
Well, no, listen, I watched the match. I mean, listen, I love the overall. Hey, that you thought that Sky Blue was going to win, right? I love the involvement of her mom. Again, just to add to the story, but when it was all said and done.
When did you think Sky Blue was going to win in this match?
People were like, oh my God, she won't have the match won. But the referee, she had to finish her, right? And there was no count.
All right, let's move on. Can we move on?
No, let's
I just want to say,
y'all haven't given opinions on the women. Well,
I don't want to give an opinion.
The only opinion there's only one.
To the women on this show for once. So we're gonna give respect to the women. Mike, what do you think?
Let's move on.
Yeah, you gotta say something.
Three words or less. 3 words or less.
Okay, 3 words or less. Sky Blue, respectfully. There we go.
God damn.
You said 3 words. You said 3.
I'll give my opinion. As the weeks go by, Tony Storm and Ruby Soho hotter and hotter and hotter. Let's move on.
Especially Ruby.
Yeah,
I don't know what's doing
Ruby.
Yeah, this group. This elevated her. I believe.
I think the Outcasts have been better since Soraya's been gone. They're less annoying. I don't like Saraya. I've made it as clear. I don't think she's good.
You don't like Saraya. You don't like Paige, yeah?
Paige,
yeah. You want her to main event Wembley.
I never said I wanted
with Jamie Hater. We can't even
Jamie Hater. Remember this, guys? Did he say this?
I think my words were
took an extra break at work to fucking go in my car in the heat to be like, you gotta be kidding me about this. Jamie Hater versus
that over the phone over fucking heating.
I don't know when Jamie's coming back because my understanding is she's not hurt. She's injured.
Well, she got to recover. Don't rush her.
I don't know if it's because there was a chance that she would have been perfectly fine for the Tony match and to actually not even have to drop the championship. So I don't think that I think she could come back as soon as like Forbidden Door post match.
Is Tony Storm the first 2-time AEW Women's Champion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, because technically, because the only reason that she is because they retconned her title reign. because everybody was
Exactly.
like, "What the fuck did you like?" Tony had
Yeah,
so
because Britt complained to the manager too much, and Tony's like, "Here, goddamn, shut up. Here, shit. Look."
Thank God there's no more. Get rid of interim titles. I hate like what they did with Jamie, just to like because they could have done the interim title thing there and had Jamie get stripped and be like interim title, and they were like, "Nah, we're just gonna have her get squashed," and it makes the Outcast look really good.
Because they wanted to be so sportsy. Huh?
Funny you say that, man. Real
It
coming
works
soon.
every once in a while. It just can't work like that many times.
Yeah.
Okay, what else happened on the show?
We already talked about the Forbidden Door stuff.
Oh, man.
They set up for next week on Dynamite. Orange Cassidy is going to team with Katsuyori Shibata to take on the team of Zack Sabre Jr. and Daniel Garcia. So you have two of the best technical wrestlers in the world against two guys who are an odd couple tag team, and I am really fucking hyped for that match. That's going to be a banger.
Whoop-de-doo.
The crowd is silent.
They announced, and then I think before we got to the main event, they announced the matches for Collision, which we talked about most of them. So Collision looks fine, and then the main event was the trios.
Yes, the trios match. They couldn't call them, that they couldn't call them that name.
They probably got a no from the network. The network probably said no.
Good.
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. The network did the right thing.
Wait.
That wasn't everyone else in the league were probably mad about
did you all
hearing
see?
about.
I have the lower third saved. I have it somewhere.
Oh, we saw it.
I was gonna say most of the elite they're probably upset hearing that CM Punk did an interview with ESPN, and they're frustrated that he's gonna go out there and talk about some dirty laundry. And Matt Jackson, he was like, "Can't you $10 on TNT? This is ridiculous." Oh, making stupid faces.
Where is it? It was So instead of calling them the Humbucks, they said formerly known by a sexually suggestive and anatomically misleading team name.
I don't know what you're talking about. Calling them what?
The Hung Bucks.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are pro TNT here. We're pro Warner. We protect. We love what they do. But yeah, no, this match. Honestly, this match pissed me off. I was so pissed watching this match because it was good, but then the ending result happened. Why the fuck is Wheeler Yuta taking the pin here after you have been shoving this idiot down our throats? Like you're telling me Claudio can't take a loss? He's the Ring of Honor champion. Who cares? No one cares. No one gives a fuck that he's the Ring of Honor world champion. And if anything, it would make me take them more seriously. The elite being like, "Oh shit, they just pinned Claudio." No, they pinned Wheeler after weeks of AEW building up Wheeler fucking Yuta. But it was a good match. I just hated the fucking ending. It's like, why you pin Wheeler out of all the fucks in the world?
No, yeah, I don't know who else. Who else? Oh, Claudio could take the pin.
Yeah, Claudio could take the pin, but hey, shout out, Eddie's back.
Oh man, they almost lost me there until people just kept going.
I'm the only one here who's gonna love Eddie coming back. I thought this match was very good. I love this fucking spam call from Orlando. I love the story. I like the continuation and that these matches just keep being fucking wild. Like the trios matches or the multi-mans that they're having now, anytime they're doing those, they're just wild. Like they're crazy and everyone's just beating the shit out of each other. And I thought, yeah, it was like I called Wheeler taking the pin. I don't know why they had him get the pin at Double or Nothing in the first place.
I just don't understand why they've been building him up just for him to fucking eat the pinfall here.
I'm confused about that too. I knew he was gonna lose out of these three guys because I know they don't want to pin Claudio because he's champion. They don't want to.
No, they should. That would make me watch Ring of Honor. You want me like hashtag watching Ring of Honor? No one's watching that shit. You know what would make me watch? Adam Page versus Claudio for the ROH title. What is Adam Page really doing that you can't force that on one of your stupid ROH shows?
There's good stuff they could do with that, but yeah, I liked. I mean, the match itself was really good. I liked the BTE into the buckshot finish. So,
dude, I hate it, dude. It's like 2:00. I'm not even tired. You know what it feels like? It feels like I just took like a nice nap, and it's like fuck.
Frank right here. I'm watching ROH right now. That's
Good
wonderful.
for you. I'm not.
Yeah, see,
That's
it's
wonderful.
on.
I've already
Ring
seen
of-
it. So I'll watch
Ring
right
of
I wish I
Honor.
knew the numbers, but I'm pretty sure Frantic Bro, you're one of the 1,000 people that watch Ring of Honor every week.
1,000? How many people have Honor Club? 2,000?
They don't tell us.
Yeah, they don't want to.
If I were to guess how many people have Honor Club, I'm going to say it's a nice 10,000 people that have Honor
10K is
Club.
not. Wow.
Ring of Honor.
Paying for your-
Ring of Honor is
$50 a month
AEW Dark
for 10,000 people.
2.0.
That's pretty decent for really cheap television.
Listen, as I said, I'm gonna say it again. Ring of Honor now is AEW Dark 2.0.
Yeah, I'm not paying to watch fucking Dark.
Everybody agrees with that. Like I will say the matches are still good, but I thought this latest, like I thought it started good with those first 4 weeks. Then they had a really after the pay-per-view, it went to shit. And then they had a really good 2 to 3 weeks when they brought in Vikingo and Robbie Eagles, Gringo Loco. They had the Lucha Brothers actually fucking working. But with the tapings, like they haven't had. I don't remember the last time. I know Phoenix had a match at those tapings against Gravity, but the Lucha Brothers haven't.
Gravity.
It's Bandito's brother. Bandito's brother. It
They
was
have a
actually pretty
guy.
good.
They have a
really,
guy
really
named Gravity.
Yeah, there's a luchador named Gravity. He's pretty good.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Okay, thanks, Steve. But the issue is that the Lucha Brothers have defended once, and it was on Dynamite against Claudio and Wheeler, and that's it. Shibata won't show up to the tapings, so he shouldn't even have the. But he should you have two of your champions or two sets of your champions aren't fucking showing up. Your pure title's not showing up, and your tag titles aren't showing up.
You want Shibata to You
What
want
happens when you book people that don't want to show up?
You want Shibata.
I agree. Tony should not have put the title on Shibata.
You want Shibata to lower his standards and wrestle in front of an almost empty building?
Did I say that? I said Shibata shouldn't have won the fucking title.
Listen, man, Shibata.
Man, why are we talking about Ring of Honor? Let's talk about this main event segment. Come on. We talking about Shibata right now. He's wrestling next week. We good. We good. We good.
You know, AEW Collision, that's how it's going to be. The first 4 weeks, you're going to try hard. And then all of a sudden, there's going to be Action Andretti versus one of Swerve's boys from the Mogul affiliate.
Action not ready.
Remember when Collision was good? That's when Collision stopped doing Collision and Coffee. He's going to be like, man, these first 4 weeks are great. And then later on, the opening match will be Action Andretti versus one of Swerve's boys. And you're going to be like, yeah, I am not reviewing this show no more. Just stinks.
Guys, Collision and Coffee will solely be based on do I want to wake up at 9 a.m. that day?
Oh, no.
That
show's already
doomed from the doomed from the beginning.
Doomed. Just like
I've said that. Like All Honor, I haven't done in 2 weeks. I'm doing shit on my here's where I'm at now.
Not ATP
give me a second. Here's where I'm at now.
Quitter.
I'm done in 2 months with wrestling media, so I'm just doing stuff whenever I want to do it.
That's not the way.
Oh, so we could use Collision and Coffee then.
Don't worry, Steve. Collision and Response will never come.
What happened?
No, we want the graphic. You see, you're done in 2 months.
No, I don't. I'm not using Chase's graphic. I have my own.
No, but you see, you're done in 2 months. Why can't we just take the name?
Because I'm keeping the name. I'm probably still going to do it every once in a while.
In the mud.
About that. About that.
About that, we talked to our lawyers.
Yes.
Lawyers.
The name is mine. I claimed it first.
I got an email from one of your.
Did you really claim it first? Did you really?
I did. Remember, I have proof in the DMs where I told Steve I wanted the show on my own Twitch, and he wanted it on ATP. If you guys want to pull out what happened behind the scenes, I'll pull out what's behind.
I remember correctly.
The Collision Cafe is wide open.
Romeo goes do Collision and iced coffee.
Oh yeah, that's
we're
that could be our new show.
We're the Collision Cafe. Yeah.
Whenever, I don't know what day.
Don't wake up at 9 a.m. on fucking Sundays.
No, that will not be the plan.
Yeah, your show's doomed to fail, brother. Your show is doomed to fail.
I mean, because I have to go earlier because True Heel has Collision Course at 11, so I have to go earlier.
Which you're not gonna do.
I'm actually an early riser.
Yeah, okay.
I've been waking up late because
I predict this now. He's about to start The next thing you know, I'm gonna watch something else right now, guys, and I'll get right back to this.
I'm gonna watch Spider-Verse for the 8th time. I'm not gonna watch
I've watched it twice. I've watched it twice.
No, you know what? I'm gonna watch a marathon of Power Rangers and talk about Ecliptor and
I already did my in space watch. Now I gotta do. I'll get to Lost Galaxy eventually, but I'm watching My Hero right now.
Well, Steve's gonna review Collision on Steve's Kitchen.
Yeah, listen, on the Around the Point Network. Listen, guys, everyone's doing shows, and I wish y'all the best of luck. But you want Around the Point Network, talk about Collision, Steve's Kitchen. There you go.
Yeah. It'll be the dessert of Steve's Kitchen.
The dessert. All right. Let's talk about this Dynamite ending. Dynamite ending was one of the best endings they've ever done. Best in a very.
That's what TNT said about the show too. Dynamite ending.
The Dynamite ending was the last 5 minutes were amazing. First, you have the return of one of my favorite wrestlers, Eddie Kingston. I fucking love Eddie, so I'm happy to see him back. It adds a lot. He went right after Claudio. If you guys, the last time that we saw him, he was going after Claudio and adding in the elements with Moxley this time too. Because we told Moxley, I won't go after him in AEW. And he said that when he got to Ring of Honor. He said, I told Mox I wouldn't go after you here, but I would go after you in AEW, but we in Ring of Honor, so I can go after you here. He broke the promise to Moxley. So I'm interested to see where they go with that. But first you have Eddie, and then you have Takeshita coming out and whooping ass. Then you have the return of Kenny Omega, who has not been seen since Double or Nothing 2.5 weeks ago. And then Will Ospreay comes and beats this fucker's ass, throws it up, United Empire all the way. Let's go, Will Ospreay.
You fucking mark!
Fuck you. He hits him with the Hidden Blade. He hits him with the Storm Zero. He hits him with another Hidden Blade, whoops his ass to go off television. And Will Ospreay, and then fucking Bryan Danielson was doing his little sarcastic clapping, and then fucking Ospreay went, "Oh fuck you, bruv! I'll whoop your ass too." Amazing, incredible.
Yeah, that was
not incredible enough for the 900,000 last week.
Not enough hype for those extra people that did not want to watch.
Here's what I'll say to AEW:
not enough for
No Millie.
Stop main eventing with trios. If I'm AEW, anytime a trio match,
it's the elite.
They don't. Even if it's the elite, it doesn't matter who it is. Anytime they main event with a trios, their quarters do shit because fans don't like the casuals. Don't like trios. Like
but I thought they don't care about the casuals.
Word.
Yeah, we talking about trios matches, man.
If you want to, if you care,
I'm more of a trio than a one-on-one type of person. But okay,
if you care about your viewership, and I mean, if you don't care about the viewership,
wait a minute. I thought you said AEW doesn't care about the casuals. It's all about their dedicated 800 to 900,000 hardcore fan base, which is their.
They are more
Eric Bischoff
hardcores, but I think. I'm saying for
viewers, funny that Bischoff statement became true to
exactly. They reached their ceiling, man.
Hey,
this
reached
is
their ceiling, yo. Eric Bischoff was right the whole.
All right, let Kaden cook. All
right, let Kaden cook. Let Kaden overcook.
I don't give a fuck. If they're happy with their ratings, then they're happy with their ratings, and everything I know is that they're happy with the ratings.
I'm glad they're happy. I mean, at the end of the day, they still have whatever this deal is they got with Collision. They got extra money now.
On $1 billion deal. Like
there you go.
So make $250 plus a year.
They still gonna make money.
But I know that they're not extended yet for past 2024. Or past whatever. I don't know when the 6th deal expires, but they're gonna renew with Warner. They're gonna get a shit ton of money. My understanding is that because I asked yesterday, and Sean Ross Sapp said, I asked about Max, or I asked about All In and where All In's going to stream. And he said, quote, they are in, the AEW is in negotiations over how All In is going to stream. And that it's going to be paraphrasing, said that it was going to be a big deal. 1 second, Steve. So I think that we're going to find that out in the next month or so, that they've re-signed to a new extension, probably 5 years, 240, 250, maybe 210 a year, but they're going to make over $1 billion on that deal. And that's when we're going to get the announcement about Max.
AEW fans, you better start saving your money in your piggy bank account. It's gonna be $20 a month. So
$20 a month.
They
That's
already
it.
saving.
I
AEW
understand,
fans
yeah,
don't buy
it's gonna
soap.
be an upcharge for those
They
papers.
should. The parents are gonna pay for it. It's okay.
yeah, I bet you're gonna do what ESPN and shit does. They're gonna be on Max, and then the pay per view you're gonna pay another 50.
I don't think
Oh,
it's gonna be another. I don't think it's gonna be another.
in the
50. I think
mud.
it's gonna be another 20.
Oh
yeah,
my
okay.
God. I
Ain't
can't
no
do
mud.
that.
No, we ain't
Dude, it
paying
makes no
extra
sense. Why would
50
Tony Khan
on
lose
top.
money on the pay per views?
Right on top of HBO Max.
The
Damn.
reason why I think it's going to be only a 20 is because they're going to make money off of the deal with Warner. So then they don't have, and then they are, and for Fight, they only charge $20 for Fight anyways.
But that's overseas.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna drop down to be 20.
But we're talking about America.
Hey, well, you guys already have to pay 15 or $20 a month for Max, so then we'll only make you pay $20 extra for the pay-per-views.
No, that's not how this works, my friend. Because they're gonna say, nope, you're paying $20, you're gonna pay another 50. There's a zone all over again.
In the mud. Hashtag in the mud.
I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna go that way.
They need to figure. Well, unless they want to make HBO Max another $5 to get this premium AEW, because like I don't know. To me, a company like HBO, who I've followed for many years, especially with boxing and stuff, and especially when it comes to pay-per-views, and I'm pretty sure Tony Khan makes some good money off those pay-per-views. I don't see Tony Khan being the astute businessman that he is, saying, yeah, you know what, you guys are giving me this much money, but I'll take a pay cut on the pay-per-views. Nah, because like here's the thing, $20. Now that's not only just going to AEW, but that's also going to go to Warner. He probably want that 50 because then that makes more sense. So
I think it depends on how much they're going to get paid if they do that deal, like how much Warner's going to pay them. If it's enough to where it's going to equal the pay-per-views, or maybe it's a little less, but if it's going to equal, then I could see them doing it. But if it's going to lose him a significant amount per pay-per-view, then no, they won't take the deal. They'll do something different. Then they'll do something like what you're saying.
That's interesting.
Anywho,
there's a comment here. Do Collision and nice coffee, like Romeo said.
I already said that.
Bottle was on ROH on June 2nd. Grand opening, grand closing. I guess that's to Collision and Coffee. He know the AW fans would pay it.
Exactly.
Elma just got renewed for season 2 for Max.
Elma, wasn't that bad?
Well, people watched it because it was so bad, and that's what happened.
Everybody kept fucking watching it, and I watched like 5 minutes
like
one episode, and I said, "Oh, fuck that."
Anywho, no, we don't.
This is why people hate watch. You're gonna get another season.
I don't even remember if we talked about it. Oh yeah, the Elite one.
I know we did.
Blah blah blah. Omega ending. Okada will get next week probably. There we go.
Well, yeah, we'll get Okada probably next week. Which I look forward to.
Yeah,
they're gonna be in Chicago after all. They're gonna be in Chicago next week. So
yeah. Next week the go home.
I remember someone said they're gonna be in Chicago. Wow, you gonna be in Chicago? Okay, you gonna be there?
I said I looked at going to Collision for Chicago, but I'm not. I'm going to Chicago. It was either I could go for Collision or I could go for All Out. And yeah, All Out's the go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's going to be it for us. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. If you are once again new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Hit that bell notification. You can follow Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Network. You can follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. Chase, who's from Germany right now.
What's up?
We miss you, brother. Hopefully you're enjoying the days that are left out there. You're enjoying it to the fullest, drinking all the German beer. And
bro, dude, I'm already. I probably gained 5 pounds or something. I don't know. I don't feel. You know, it's crazy. I've ate a lot, but I don't feel like I gained a lot. So I guess that's a good sign of my metabolism. But yeah. No, it's fun. You know, thankfully the work days are ending, so I'll be able to try some really damn good food and shop, like which is what I'm here for and stuff. I just got paid off one of the credit cards, so I have a little bit more funds to spend with. So
go let them know where can they check you out, man, and all that stuff, bro.
Just Chase Oliver 68 on Twitter.
There you go. Big Mike. Let them know where can the fine folks check out the Pride of Detroit, the Parlay Paralyzer himself, Big Mike.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single day on the Around the Point Network.
And of course, Caden, put your glasses back on.
I
There you
am.
go. Thank you.
You guys can find me on my Twitter at Caden, KADEN_FTW. You can find my podcast, All Honor, on Spotify. I'll be putting up an episode probably tomorrow or Saturday, finally, after a 2-week break. And then also on YouTube, I officially rebranded my my other channel that I didn't do a lot with, but it's finally All Honor. So you can go check that out on YouTube too.
All righty. And of course, Walter, let them know where can the fine folks check you out.
The fine folks can check me on Twitter at Hey I'm Walter. I believe we'll do ATP Gaming tomorrow.
Yes.
I think it should be good after SmackDown. Right after SmackDown, no waiting.
No waiting 45 minutes.
40. Yeah. If anything, I'll even be on the preload screen at 9:30 or something. So
What time is that in Europe?
Oh man, we in the mud. What time is it right now?
3 in the
2:16
morning.
in the morning.
Oh, it'd be 4
4 in the morning.
Yeah, 4:35.
Unless we do an
Maybe.
early ATP Gaming.
No, maybe I'll show up for 4:35. Maybe it depends on how hungover I am.
I'm not against doing it early.
God, believe it or not, it's my 2-year anniversary at this stupid company, so they're going to celebrate me tonight.
There you go, man. I hope you enjoy
Not
yourself,
bad.
brother.
There you go.
Hopefully you're learning the language too out there. A little German out there. Are you learning?
Guten Tag, wie ist das aus?
Okay.
Ja.
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 Auto.
Und ein Bier. Und ein Bier. Und ein Bier. Und ein Bier.
Bayern,
yeah, a little bit.
Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. That's all I know. All right.
No, literally the guy was all like I just kind of picked apart what he said. Like he was just like, oh yeah, did you know? Like he said it in German. I don't know how he said it, but he was like, oh yeah, did you know Bayern Munich? They practice down here, just a few meters. Oh, that's the main thing I don't get, bro. Dude, they talk like, oh yeah, it's just a few meters, Chase. I'm like, meters. And they're like,
yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
a different
God,
metric system.
I'm like, guys, I'm from America. Speaking American terms, what's that in miles? And they find me hilarious. Oh, dude, literally, so these are the only conversations I have with other Europeans. They love talking about gun control. Oh my goodness, these guys will not stop asking me about the guns in America. They go, "Do you have a gun?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." You're the first American that I've talked to that doesn't have a gun. And I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's cool."
Okay.
And then they love Trump. They love talking about Trump. Steve would love these people. He would be sitting there talking to them about the Don all the time. And then, yeah, they love American politics and stuff. They love talking about it. And they love their footy. Oh, you know what they love about me? That I call it football.
There you go. You know, you talk about Bayern Munich, this guy's a legend there. Claudio Pissarro. Claudio Pissarro. He's an ambassador for Bayern, believe it or not, Walter. He's an ambassador for Bayern.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But back to what I was saying, the crazy taxi guy who was like, oh, you understood German? You speak it? And I'm like, nah, bro. I just kind of picked apart what you were trying to say a little bit. He goes, but that's very good. You smart. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
All righty. Thank you all for tuning in today. You guys have been awesome as always. For myself, for Walter, for Big Mike, for Chase, for Caden, and of course the gang.
We barely talked about this guy.
We did.
Wait, why is he a comic book?
I want to do something a little different this week. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know why we did the
surprise, bros.
Well, do something a little different, okay? But that being said, guys, thank you all for tuning in. This has been another live edition of S.A.D here on the Around the Point Network.
No, Millie!
Oh my, you in the mud.